Well, the Los Santos Mercenaries update has hit Grand Theft Auto Online, and it's brought with it a swath of new vehicles, new content, and some quality of life updates, not the least of which are tweaks to GTA Online's take on the Osprey, the Mammoth Avenger. Hi and welcome back, my name's Dan and I'm an old grumpy gamer. The Avenger is one of the best tanky boys in the game, allowing you to rain merry hell from above with front, top and rear mounted turrets sporting explosive rounds and a few different types of bomb, including the ever popular cluster bomb. We also have front facing guns and missiles now available with the Mercs update too. Not to mention that, according to the game files, you can fit an entire lobby's worth of players in it. 30. I mean, there's only a few places to sit, but a whole damn lobby. The only real drawback is its paywall. So let's go through how much money you need to buy a new Mammoth Avenger. Now, the Avenger is, well, mobile, so we don't need to worry about a location. It's simply stored and modified in your facility. So that leaves us with a base price of $3,450,000. Next, we have some options for the crew and cargo hold, starting with the decor. Looking at the color scheme, we have a few options to choose from, with the base option included in the price, or you can pick from one of the other options at a flat $137,500. Next up, let's take a look at the weapons and functional upgrades, starting with the turret station. This little add-on will set you back $200,000 and is an absolute monster. This little blighter will rain down 50 cal explosive rounds at a really good rate, and with the different angles available, they're pretty damn good defensive measures too. The vehicle workshop is up next, and this allows you to upgrade and modify most standard size vehicles, up to and including the Insurgent Custom and Night Shark. Handy, but not absolutely necessary if you have somewhere else you can make the mods. If you go for this one, it will set you back $755,000. Finally, the weapons workshop. This is great for restocking Mark II ammo and upgrading weapons if you have a bunker, but only if you have a bunker. If you don't own a bunker, don't worry about spending the additional $245,000. It will be a waste of money. Now, because this is a vehicle, you also have the regular aftermarket options too. Armor, EMS upgrades, liveries, etc. But there are also some neat weapon add-ons, including bombs, countermeasures, and additional 50 cal turrets. Rockstar have been a bit cheeky though, because in addition to all of this, you'll need to buy some additional gear to unlock the latest DLC. You can find these under Charlie's upgrades once you've got the machine in your hangar or your facility, but you'll also need an operations terminal at $1,450,000 and homing missile launchers at least $240,000, and a few other handy things as well. You can grab a thruster for $1.25 mil, autopilot defenses at $350,000, and forward-facing machine guns for another $350,000. So we can get away with the absolute minimum of $3,450,000 for the base model with no accessories. But all the Avenger is at that point is a glorified transport. The config I'd recommend, assuming you don't have a bunker, is the Avenger itself, gun turret, cluster bombs, chaff countermeasures, additional turrets, handling and engine upgrades, an ops terminal, new offensive weapons, and autopilot defenses, which will set you back around $6,430,000. If you own a bunker and have done a few bits of research, then adding the vehicle workshop and the weapons workshop is a solid investment, bringing you to just shy of. Before the summer 2023 update, in order to own an Avenger, you also needed to own a facility, and before you could buy a facility, you needed to be a CEO or an MC club president, at least to be able to do anything useful with a facility. So that meant sticking at minimum $1.5 million on top of that. But if you wanted an upgrade facility and a CEO's office, it was more like 6.8 mil. At least now we can skip the facility if you want to, although upgrading the Avenger without a facility or a hangar is not possible. But yeah, a fully kitted Avenger from scratch, including having to buy a CEO's office and upgraded facility, used to set us back an eye-watering $11,900,000. So a bit better with a budget of around $7.5 for the Avenger, including some upgrades, or just shy of $3.5 mil for the base unit. As always, there is a full guide to the hangar and the facility below, by the way. So if you wander into the cockpit of the Avenger while you're in your facility or hangar, you'll get a prompt top left left, which will take you to the customization menu. And this is where you can add the aftermarket weapons and defenses, as well as all the usual stuff like engine upgrades, handling improvements, paint jobs, and liveries. You can call in the Avenger using your interaction menu. So that's M on your keyboard, double squares on your Xbox, or swipe on your PlayStation. Once you're there, head down to Services, then Avenger, then Request Avenger. You can also call in a personal vehicle from here if you have it stored in the Avenger itself. Now, the first time you're airborne, keep an eye top left where you'll see controls covering the bombing system. This is a bit different for every platform, so be sure to pay attention. Oh, and once you're airborne, you can switch between hover and forward flight mode by tapping E on your keyboard or right on your D-pad. While you're in flight though, if your altitude gets a little low, the game will automatically switch between flight and hover mode, which can have some interesting results. Now, if you're playing solo and want to hover so you can bring the pain, you can also drop the Avenger into autopilot mode. Now, to do that, you'll need to head to your interaction menu again, then into Avenger Services and engage autopilot. Oh, and you can set up cockpit access and hold access while you're here too. Transport next, so you can drive a personal vehicle into the back if you need to. This is great if you want to transport something from one end of the map to the other. In addition, you can drop vehicles from low altitudes, which can be super handy. You can see here we're moving at speed with Wallaby in the pilot seat. I'm in the back with my Insurgent Custom, so I can jump into the Insurgent and start driving, which will instantly drop me onto the highway, albeit facing the wrong way. But this is brilliant for dropping weaponized vehicles into hot zones. And with a bit of practice, you can do touch and go pickups too. The Avenger is a bit of a tank, so if you have a friend who can fly yours into a hot zone, you can load up whatever vehicle you're in, within reason of course, and then get moving in seconds. Just one little caveat though, both the Avenger and the vehicle you're driving must be owned by you directly. You can't drive into your friend's Avenger, nor can your friends drive into yours. Strangely, your friends can't even drive your cars into your Avenger, which is a bit weird, but what are you going to do? While your vehicle is in the back, you can activate the vehicle workshop and customize your vehicle as well. And if you've unlocked specific upgrades via bunker research, you can install them here too. If you've been grinding bunker research, you'll also have unlocked some upgrades for your weapons. Now, the weapons workshop allows you to upgrade eligible pieces to Mark II, which increases firepower and opens up options for different ammo types. So you can refill your Mark II ammunition and change ammo types, as well as regular weapon purchase. This is super handy if you're miles away from your bunker or agency, because let's face it, those explosive rounds only have very limited mags, and who doesn't like a Mark II sniper with thermal and E rounds? It's great fun. Also, one of the most fun things for free roam is the anti-griefing measures. It's better if you have 2 or 3 friends, but you can jump in the back and use the mounted cannons to take out clones if you've got a bit of a patience and a good aim. These have explosive rounds or E rounds similar to the MOC too, so they're always a good time. And given that you can gain serious altitude with the Avenger and move it around really readily, it means you can rain merry hell down from the heavens, taking out any really annoying griefers that camp on the top of the Maze Bank Tower with ease. Is it worth it though? Look, it's a good, fun vehicle and it's kind of neat, but the things that made it special back in the day, the weapons workshop and the vehicle workshop, have all been replicated somewhere else at a much lower entry point. So if you hang out in public lobbies and you have a spare 5 mil or so and you love causing chaos, then yeah, absolutely. If you just like to do your own thing in invite only or crew sessions though, yeah, not so much. And thanks for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.